Trading attracts people with big goals and strong drive to succeed. But what many traders discover very quickly is that trading is not just about strategy or market knowledge. It's about handling uncertainty, pressure, emotions, and the ability to consistently act in your best interest, especially when things don't go as planned. And this is exactly where most traders get stuck. They know what they should be doing, but under pressure, they hesitate, they overtrade, break rules, or repeat the same emotional patterns over and over again. Today, I invited one of my students, Reggie, to share his trading journey with you. And we are going to talk honestly about the challenges that he faced, the patterns he had to overcome, and the transformation that started happening once he stopped trying to fight the process alone. For those of you who do not know me, my name is Agnieszka Wood, and I'm a trading mindset coach, trader, and the founder of a head coach. And I help traders who struggle with consistency, emotional decision making, and following their trading plan to build the mindset, emotional resilience, and self trust that is needed to trade with more calm, consistency, and confidence under pressure. Hi, Reggie. Thank you so much for being here. I am so excited for this conversation. And I know that your story is going to resonate with a lot of traders out there.
Appreciate it and thank you for having me. I'm excited and hopefully this is an inspiration to others.
So, would you mind giving us a little introduction, a little bit about yourself, how your trading journey started, and why you're trading, what you're trading, just a little bit more context about yourself?
Yeah, so I started probably about 13 years ago or so. And I started initially with options and selling spreads, and like it was working well, but for me, it was like this is too slow, and I don't have enough capital to make a significant amount of money. I need to find something different. And so I ended up running the trading gauntlet. I traded CFDs, I traded penny stocks, I did the funded accounts. And ultimately, I ended up circling back to options, which is where I am now. I initially got into trading. I've always had an entrepreneurial spirit. I know the political environment and landscape around corporate America and trying to climb the ladder there, and I always wanted to do something on my own. And I've had other entrepreneurial ventures, but they're always tied to, like a partnership and working with others. And I'm naturally an introvert. I'm an only child, and but I just wanted something where I could carve out the life that I desired. Um, Being less dependent on others. So,
That was your main reason to start trading, the freedom,
yes,
independence, right? So,
yes.
what was your biggest challenge when you started?
The ability to do what I was supposed to do when I was supposed to do it and not do what I wasn't supposed to do. So I'm seeing people that use the same strategy, same methodologies, and people are just making money hand over fist. And I'm like, what is wrong with me? Why can't I do what I'm supposed to do when I'm supposed to do it and not do what I'm not supposed to do when I'm not supposed to do it? So it was a bit maddening for me. I beat myself up a lot, and I lost a lot of money, a lot of money. And I think probably in totality over an 8 year span, I probably lost $120,000. I had one day that I lost, I think $40,000 in one day, and all of this was like live. This is my money. Like this wasn't a funded account. This was all money that I worked, I saved, and I accumulated myself. So,
That
uh,
hurts.
oh, oh boy, did it hurt.
Was it something new for you? Was it the first time that that happened in trading? The first time that you said, you know what, I don't know, like I don't know how to crack this.
Yeah, yeah, really, that was like the biggest piece for me, right? Like I'm successful in my career. A lot of people regard me as a hardworking person, an intelligent person, a smart person. And inside, I was feeling like an imposter. Like you're not, because this is something that is like, it's clearly laid out what to do, when to do it, and you just can't do it. And like, call myself all kind of names. I just like, I'm successful in everything else. And I like deep inside, I know I'm smart. I know I'm capable, but I just can't figure out why I can't get this to work with some level of consistency.
Yeah, I totally recognize that from myself years ago as well. And that's like this most frustrating thing, right? Because you know how to make things a success. And then there is this one thing that is just like no matter what you try, it simply doesn't work. But it has been almost 4 years that we know each other. But it took you 2 years to actually to say, you know what, let me do something about it. You must have been kind of searching already, but then it's still there was maybe some hesitation. Can you tell us a little bit about this process of like what did it take for you to really say, I need some help. I cannot do it myself. Like really make that step.
Yeah, so it's a combination of a lot of factors. Number one being, I guess, well, maybe not number one, but definitely higher on the list was I was just tired of losing money. Um, I felt like essentially I'm running a trading business that is a charity, and I'm giving my money away to other traders all day, every day. At the time that I signed up for the first program, where it's kind of like the self-taught program where all the content materials are there. It's like, okay, I have what I need here, and this is gonna get me over the hump. But if I'm honest with you and myself, I chose that route because it was the cheapest. I'm thinking about, I've been losing money. It's like, a few $100. I can spare that. I can do it. And I don't know, a few weeks into it, like conceptually it started to come together, but I felt like like I'm going the long route to be successful. And there's definitely something here. And I saw something about Paul Tudor Jones, and he pays Tony Robbins, I don't know, 1 million, 2 million or something a year, almost like he's on retainer to coach his mindset and a few of his traders' mindset. And I was like, this is the key. I need to do more of this so that I can, like get myself aligned with what I want to accomplish and start moving in the right direction.
Yeah, because you were pretty determined when you came to sign up for the program that I opened in August. You were determined. You were like, oh, I have to make this work somehow.
It was at a point where it's like, I'm in too deep now to just walk away. And if I walk away, like what else is really calling me, right? Like, not that I'm not capable of other things, but like I do like trading, and I like the opportunity that it presents for someone. And it's like at that point, I'm like, I'm 120K in now. I've paid for a master's degree from Yale. I may as well just, I'm going all in on myself, right? And I'm going to see, like what can I get accomplished from this? And initially I was skeptical, even though we had kind of been in contact back and forth, and I saw a few other coaches in the space, and I wanted to feel who really resonated with me. But overall, it's like, back to being an introvert, like independence. I can do it myself and figure it out. And just got to the point where almost like with people with severe addictions, right? It's like sometimes you have to hit the floor before you can get up. And for me personally, I had just hit my personal floor and decided I was gonna do something to help myself improve. And at the very least, like if I pay for the course and I don't get anything out of it, like compared to what I've lost already, it's not a significant amount of money. So let me see what I can get out of it.
You said you had some concerns. I wonder what concerns were they? Were they more about the program or working with a coach? or which coach, or was it more about your own ability to be able to make it work?
It's about working with the coach, really. So like I said, I'm a very independent person. It's like how how is somebody else gonna help me, air quote, fix me, if you can't do it yourself, right? Like I know me better than anyone else. I should be the expert authority on me, and I should be able to get me fixed on my own without the assistance of anybody else. And then, there's just uh at the time I was of the mindset this is a climate, like they're just, there is an environment now, like you get all the spam calls and texts and emails and
Right.
all that stuff. And I was like, is she a fraud or not? But there was just something innately knew that you were the person, and I was just going to give it a try with you because I got to a point where I felt like if I am going to get ripped off, I won't feel bad if you're the person that rips me off, right? Like I'm comfortable enough that yeah, like and but at least that's like how I rationalized it for myself, right?
I don't
It
know if
was
this is a
like
compliment or not.
it is a compliment. Like, I felt like if I was comfortable enough with you and like what I felt from you. And there was one thing that you really said to me in 2022. I said, I told you I was in a hard place financially. I had a trucking business that was crumbling, and I said, I can't afford it. And you said, not in like a salesman pushy type of way, but you said, can you afford not to do it? And that statement was it was always in my head until I took the leap to just give it a try. So
So
it
how has
it
your life changed since then?
it's almost like my life is in a parallel universe. I'm much more calm, a lot more patient, a lot more disciplined, kinder to myself and to others. So it's like I was trying to live on two sides of a fence, right? I expected to be patient when I'm trading, but outside of trading, I wasn't patient. So it's like I was trying to put on two different hats and be two different people, and that doesn't work. But my trading is vastly improved. Like had it not been for some mistakes, I couldn't tell you the percentage that my account would be up, but my account is up. I'm consistently doing well. I'm not shaking when I have a bad day, and I'm not going off the rails when I have a great day, and just keep going and going and going. So I've just kind of I'm in a place now where everything I understand and believe that everything in life is always working out for me. And so I just got on the raft and I just float down the river. And I understand that there'll be spots where it's some rapids and it'll be a little tumultuous, but I'll get through that. There'll be spots where it's just calm and lovely and there are butterflies. There'll be thunderstorms, there may be a waterfall, but through all of it, I will be okay. And all of those things have some type of lesson for me to learn, to benefit, to grow and improve myself as a trader, because improving as a trader is essentially improving as a person. Because if you want to trade for a living, uh, you and that trader are indeed the same person. So
And you are incredible inspiration for everyone in my community. I don't know if you know that, but I hear it all the time, about how calm you are and how, everything that you say is like really inspirational for people just to see that transformation, because that's something to really work towards too. You're still there. So you're a very loyal member of my community. What kind of value are you still getting from it?
So I'm a sports guy. My favorite sport is basketball, but I think about like Kobe Bryant's, Michael Jordan's. Even when they were at the top of their career and still excelling, they were still consistently putting in effort to sharpen the knife, to get better. Because, like much like the addiction analogy I made earlier, like those previous habits and ways, I know that like if I'm not careful and consistent and focused on what I need to be, they can reemerge, particularly like it's easy to let off the gas pedal when you're doing well, right? And um so, like you have the master classes, like I enjoy the morning check-in, like everything that's a part of your community are things that continue to instill and get better within me. And I was so flattered by the statement you just made that I inspire people in the community, because that is a part of me. I try to be inspirational, and I want to try to give back and help and inspire others, because this has been such a transformational journey for me. Uh, I can get really emotional about it, and I know like the pains that others have gone through, and I just try to encourage them and let them know that everything is going to be okay. It's just a matter of you choosing to see it that way, because you always have a choice in everything that happens. So the community, and then occasionally you have the master classes, which like the master classes for me are kind of like, it's almost like Christmas whenever you have one, because I find a way to take a skill that I've been working on and do something new or different or improved or better with it. It's like continuously improving and getting better, right? Just because at the end of the day, I recognize too, like there's not really an end goal, right? Like if it's like, I just want to make $5 million. You make five, you're gonna want 10 or 20 or 50, right? So there's the goal, the target is always moving away, right? It's not like you cross the finish line. It's like, yes, I've done it. Everything is great. I don't have to do anything else for the rest of your life. And then, like life is so much more than just making money, right? So uh you'll always have to improve and grow, and being a part of your community helps me to continue to do that.
So, Reggie, what's the next step? What's the next step for you in your trading? You said it's a constant growth process, and absolutely it is, because every time when you put that ceiling higher, that challenges who you are, and then you got to again get out of your comfort zone and step into the new shoes and walk them in all over. So, what is the next step?
The next step for me is just continuing to build a relatively small account and continue to show myself that I can stay consistent and be disciplined, be kind with myself and in my growth, and patient on my journey. But the next step for me is really moving from the X% profit that I'm making fairly consistently on a weekly basis to moving that up. But I'm also trying to not get myself in a hurry, because I know that will come back. It's like, because I feel like it's very easy for me to be like, oh, you're consistent, you're making money now, you need to start the 50K account, go ahead and put 25K more in the account, and then like you start trying to do it before you're ready, right? But at the end of the day, um like you said, I've really only been on this improving myself as a trader and a person journey for coming up on 2 years, right? But I just told your audience I've been at this for 13. So I'm aware enough to know like that, hey, I don't need to be in a hurry. I have plenty of time. Everything that's meant for me will come to me in its due time. My job is not to focus on the outcome, but to stay consistent in doing what I'm supposed to do to ensure that the outcome manifests. Like I have no doubts that everything that I aim to achieve is going to manifest. I just have to be patient with myself and consistent. So
Thank you, Reggie, for being here and for sharing your journey so openly with the world. Um, I am absolutely certain that your story is going to resonate with many traders. And I think that it's incredibly inspiring to see what can happen when someone stop running in circles and really truly commit and start doing the inner work. It has been a real honor to support you on your journey, to be your coach, and have you in my community and witness all the progress you made, all the changes. And yeah, I'm really genuinely excited about what is coming next for you. Thank you so much for being here today, Reggie.
Thank you for having me. And for anyone, like, be willing to take a chance on yourself, and transformation can happen. Be patient with yourself and stop thinking about making money, and think about aligning yourself with the type of person that makes a lot of money, right? So thank you so much for having me. I look forward to tomorrow in the community and remaining in your universe for quite some time.
Thank you so much, Reggie. I really appreciate you being here. Thank you, everyone, for joining, and I'll talk to you soon. Take care.